The years 1963 and 64 saw American foreign policy place greater emphasis on rolling back the unstable German sphere. In 1965, with Bormann's restoration of order in Europe, America once again pivoted towards Asia and the Japanese sphere. The outbreak of civil war in Indonesia would be the first opportunity in 2 years for the US to intervene in Asian affairs. The political crisis, which eventually exploded into civil war, began as a result of Indonesian President Sukarno's centralization of power, culminating in the declaration of martial law in March 1965. The Vice President, Muhammad Hatta, resigned as a result, disappearing from the capital and re-emerging in the island of Sumatra. He, alongside a coalition of rebel generals and local warlords, announced their goal of resisting Sukarno. Washington immediately contacted the Free Indonesian government, stating the US's intention to support their war effort. American-made weapons would fall into the hands of the Hattaists, who used their newly acquired guns to fight Sukarno's army. Fighting immediately began as the two opposing forces battled it out in the rainforests of Indonesia. The first 3 months of fighting were characterized by low-intensity skirmishing by poorly trained militiamen, as very little ground was gained on either side. This would change in June that year when American and Japanese military advisors arrived on the battlefield. The combat quickly evolved into mobile warfare as both sides used mobile helicopter units to bypass the thick rainforests. To defeat the entrenched mountain positions of Sukarno's armies, America authorized the use of napalm bombs, burning large swaths of the West Javan rainforests and inflicting a major loss of life for the local population. While terrible, Hatta saw this as a necessary evil to free Indonesia from Sukarno's rule. By July 20th, 1965, the Sukarnoists no longer held the centers of power and thus surrendered to Hatta. The victory of Free Indonesia would see yet another Japanese-aligned country overthrown by an American-supported rebel group.